So I'm going to do my presentation on teenage vaping and the epidemic that it has kind of snowballed into in the recent years. So I'll start off with the evolution of smoking. In the last 50 years, the adult life expectancy has increased 10 years, and 3 of those years are directly due to lower smoking rates. However, the statistics for teenage smoking have skyrocketed. In 2013, it was shown that 13% of teenagers admitted to smoking, and in 2018, the number has increased to 37.3%. Furthermore, on the evolution of smoking, if we look back, we can see that we have really come a long way from how things used to be. Doctors used to be promoting cigarettes like on magazine covers and such, and now since we know the health risks, we have turned it around for the better, and this action isn't being done anymore. So this is just kind of like an example that changes have been made before when there was light brought to the subject, so it can be done again with the vaping epidemic. We're talking about healthcare costs. Tobacco costs the U.S. $132.5 billion in healthcare expenses, as well as $156.4 billion in lost productivity. In 2018, $5.49 billion in healthcare costs was directly caused by smoking. When talking about smokers in general, 18,300 adults die from smoking annually, and now there are over 230,000 kids under the age of 18 that are projected to prematurely die due to smoking. It is also shown that 90% of smokers start before the age of 18. So when talking about the curve, the invention and the use of e-cigarettes have completely erased the decrease in the current use of other tobacco products. E-cigarettes were actually not FDA approved for quite some time when they came out and they were being sold, so they did not have to disclose any information about what was in the vaporizer itself, like the ingredients. When the FDA finally did get authority, they have delayed the review of ingredients and their possible harms until 2022. Vaping in the news, as with anything else, sometimes the worst parts of things is the only information that people know on the subject, because that's all that's really presented. The news has been all over the new vaping epidemic and the causation it has on teenagers. As many teens are prematurely smoking nicotine and getting addicted, the health risks are not even close to being evident or clear to them. It catches many people's attention, and it often brings up the conversation in a household between a parent and a child. And spreading the information is a starter for many, as it will influence them to read and research more on the topic itself. My personal impression with vaping, I think it all has to do with peer pressure. It's not often that teens are just going out looking to smoke, but it's like when they're presented with it and they're in that social situation where they feel any pressure to fit in with their friends. And it's just like when their decisions might be out of character. I also think that the new information that's coming out constantly as well, like with the cases on the news, when people are facing serious harm, should get the ball rolling on the conversation and how we can start to take action with this health epidemic. In closing, I still think that we have come a very long way before now, and more action can be taken for better results in the future. I'm also curious to see what the statistics look like following this whole coronavirus situation. I wonder if the numbers will increase due to boredom around the house, or if they'll decrease for any number of reasons, such as teenagers being in the home with their families, time for self-reflection and realization, etc.